Welcome to this daily guided meditation practice. This is the Attentive Mind. My name is Nathan and I'll be guiding you through this meditation practice today. Find yourself a seated position. Any position works. You can be lying on the floor, you can be sitting in a chair, you just want to find something that is both sturdy and comfortable. You don't want to be uncomfortable where you feel like you need to shift around during the practice. That can be a distraction. You also don't want to be unsturdy or unstable because then you feel like you're about to fall over, which creates this sense of instability. Just find what works for you. We also keep our eyes open during this practice. However, if you have learned to practice with your eyes closed and you feel more comfortable doing that, go ahead and do so. There are no hindrances here. But if your eyes are open, go ahead and just leave the screen alone and drop your gaze gently down below you, kind of glancing at the floor or the desk or the carpet or whatever is just below you. We're not picking a spot and staring at it and analyzing it. We're also not zoned out and blurry. We just have a gentle gaze directed softly and clearly downwards. You're in a comfortable and sturdy position, and your eyes are either closed or open and directed gently downwards. There's so many problems to solve in our life. And as you sit here, notice the burden you have or the heaviness that may exist when we think about all the things we have to do. The person that we are not and we wish to be. The problems and issues in our relationships and the day-to-day to-do lists. All of this is heavy. It weighs us down. So maybe that's why you showed up today, because you feel these burdens of life. But it might be a disappointment to learn that meditation isn't the solution to your problems. Meditation is realizing true delight and ease while your problems exist. In other words, meditation is learning to be free, or learning that we are already free in the midst of our problems. It doesn't solve them, doesn't make us better. There's nothing to gain. So as we begin this practice, simply begin with letting go of trying to get somewhere, trying to make progress, trying to be clearer, trying to solve problems. You are here. That's all. And in this moment right here, right now, where is the evidence of your problems? What is it exactly that is keeping you from being at ease? Can you locate it? You can think about it and start talking to yourself. Ah, my problems are this, and I don't like this, and I have a problem with this, and blah, blah, blah. But that's thinking, that's language. What about this moment, here and now? What about it carries your problems? There's only this. So be here and completely rest. Noticing sounds without judgment. Noticing body sensations, tingling, pressure, pain, without judgment. Noticing what we see, even if the eyes are closed. Noticing the sensation of the visual field, accepting it without judgment. This is it. Freedom isn't something to be achieved. Freedom is already here before thinking arises. We only have to notice it. But we're not something separate from freedom, looking at it. You are freedom itself by nature of your existence, here and now. All of our perceived problems, the boxes we put our minds in, the pain, the fear, the depression, it is all thinking. It is all language and symbols. But this moment isn't language and symbols. This moment is so free from all language and symbols that calling it freedom is too much. So just rest with this before thinking mind. Completely rest here and now in your freedom. true delight. All right, you can look at the screen. There's a ladybug here. It's very easy to make the mistake of being a perfectionist, especially on this path of practice. I'm very guilty of it. Where we have an idea of how we think practice should be. We've heard people's enlightenment stories, waking up stories, and we think that's what it's supposed to feel like. I'm supposed to feel like I'm one with the universe. We have an idea in our head. And so we're judging our meditation all the time. We're saying, oh, this wasn't good. Nothing happened. I don't feel better. Is that you? It's a lot of us. But we must understand, I heard this analogy recently, that practice is simply this moment. That's it. And so when we're practicing and we think we've had a bad meditation, we can almost say there's no such thing as a bad meditation. It's like going to work and expecting a payday every single day. Now, I'm a server at a restaurant, so I actually do get paid every day. But for most of us, we don't do that, right? We go to work, we work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We don't get paid. We get paid on Friday, or we get paid every 2 weeks or a month. And kind of like meditation, it's like that. You meditate, 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 then you'll have a great meditation. But even in those bad meditations, so-called bad meditations, we are giving ourselves mental discipline. We're making room for true insight. Even if you're just sitting there and you're just thinking about sex the whole time, or you're thinking about wanting to kill that person, or you're just so frustrated about, whatever it is, my problems, it's okay. Just come back to it, come back to it, come back to it. Then there's a payday. But we don't need to be also such perfectionists in the sense that we think that there's something we need to perceive in meditation, and if we don't see it, then we fail. The truth is that it is just this. This is it. This moment. So just stay. Yeah, but I got to go to work. And then when I go to work, and then she's just, every time I see her, and it's, yeah, my mind is so crazy. It just, come back. It's just this. You're already here. Yeah, but I can't see it. I can't see that I'm already here. There's so many problems, but you're right here. So we keep coming back, keep coming back, keep coming back to this moment, to our awareness. And don't judge it. Don't wonder if you're making progress. Forget progress. Where are you going? You're here. True delight is not found after years of meditation practice. Freedom isn't found after a lot of difficult time. It's a completely available thing here and now. But that doesn't mean we are always able to see it. It sounds paradoxical. So practicing every day creates this affinity to see this moment. But if you think I need to practice in order to see this moment, you're creating a divide. You're creating a barrier for yourself. When we sit, realize that the deepest of insights with this practice are available now. So don't judge when you don't see it. Don't judge when you do see it. Just practice. Just recognize that you're already free and rest. Thank you for showing up today. And of course, I have to put in, if you have any questions about what I talk about here or about practice, please comment below. I do a separate question and answer video. I think probably once a month or so, but whenever I get some time. But thank you again for showing up. It's a great honor to do this with you. As a fellow student, it's a great honor to do this with you. And as always, and without exception, I'll see you tomorrow.